What up, everybody? It's your boy Jordan. We're back again with another video. Today, I'll be reacting to JxmyHighroller. The title of the video is I've never seen anything like this. So let's check it out. I'm very curious.
We are now in the final stretch of the 2023 NBA season, and after nearly 6 months of games, head-to-head matchups, and some of the best performances we've ever seen, we still don't have a definitive MVP. Usually by this point in the season, there's a general consensus as to who the most valuable player is.
Oh, so he talking about MVP then. Oh, so since he talking about MVP, in my opinion, is Giannis. That's my personal opinion. People talking about Embiid, Jokic. My opinion is Giannis. Giannis is absolutely balling right now. They got the best record in the NBA. Giannis is averaging like over 30 points a game. He got to average, what, 11, 12, 13 rebounds, somewhere around there. Giannis is hooping, but voter fatigue might exist with him. That's what I'm thinking. Because he the MVP to me. Jokic and Embiid, they've been balling this year. Like, I have nothing bad to say about Jokic and Embiid, but to me, it's Giannis. Giannis should definitely get it. So, but let's see what Jimmy say.
But not this year, because this season, we are watching the greatest, deepest, and weirdest MVP race we've ever seen.
Yeah, pretty much.
In 2021, the MVP race came down to Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. In 2022, the MVP race narrowed down to Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis.
Yeah.
And this season, 3 players have distanced themselves from the rest of the league, and those players are, once again, Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis. We are now 3 seasons into this battle of big men supremacy, and the gap between the 3 of them has only gotten smaller to the point to where we have no idea who should win the coveted award. But it's easy to lose sight of the magnitude of what these guys are doing night to night. Embiid looks like a Shaq-Hakeem hybrid right now, and the league has absolutely no answer for it. 30 and 15 is just another day in the office for Giannis, and Jokic continues to make the NBA look like a side hobby. NBA fans are spoiled, so to demonstrate just how dominant these 3 big men are, here's a list of every single big man in NBA history who finished a season with a PER of 30 or more.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a minute. Of course, Will. I'm not even shocked by him. I'm just saying, this is gonna be a minute for everybody else. Wilt was insane. Wilt Chamberlain was crazy. Oh my God. What record, a stat he don't have? That's what I'm curious. What he don't have. David Robinson, nice. Shaq, absolute monster. Anthony Davis. Put some respect on Anthony Davis. Okay, back to the video. Yeah, Giannis and Jokic, yeah.
And that's it. A mark that's only been accomplished in 18 seasons by big men, and half of those seasons belong to Giannis, Embiid, and Jokic. In fact, Giannis is the first player in modern NBA history to average at least 31 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. Embiid is the first player in modern history to average at least 33, 10, and 4 a game. And Jokic is the only player in modern NBA history to average at least 25 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 assists. We are witnessing 3 historically significant seasons right now. Well, actually, despite the MVP conversation narrowing down to just these 3, we're seeing statistical explosions around the league from players who aren't even getting a mention for the coveted award. To put into perspective just how well you have to be playing this season to really have a chance at the MVP, Jayson Tatum is averaging 30 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists a game, and he's fallen out of the MVP discussion.
Yeah, Tatum is balling this year too, though. Tatum balling. I think Boston going back to the finals, by the way, but that's another conversation for another day.
9 and 5 a game. A stat line so good that LeBron James has never accomplished it. Neither did Michael Jordan, or Kobe, or Durant, or Bird, or Kawhi. In fact, Jayson Tatum is the first and only wing in NBA history to achieve this stat line. and yet he has no shot at winning the MVP, despite his team having the second best record in the league. But at least Tatum is propelling the Celtics to wins, because Luka Doncic was the favorite to win the MVP coming into the season, but after losing 14 of their last 19,
Dallas is flat out garbage this year. I don't know what happened after that trade deadline. Yes, them for Kyrie. Now I understand they let go of their pieces and their defense, but I didn't think they was gonna be that bad. I knew this was gonna be worse, but nah, they are horrible. Man, that sucked. I'm sad for Dallas, for real. Cause man,
games, his chances of winning the award have completely evaporated, turning what should have been an all-time great season into an utter disaster. Luka is averaging 33 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists a game right now, a stat line that has never been accomplished in the history of the NBA. Through points and assists, Luka has generated 47% of the Dallas Mavericks' points this season, which makes him easily the most potent offensive weapon in the NBA, a wide gap on even the league's best players. So, in terms of value, Luka's is off the charts, but still not nearly enough to earn him the title as the league's most valuable player. In 2017, the regular season race for the MVP was a close one. Looking back, some people even referred to it as one of the greatest MVP races in NBA history. The 4 players that rose above the rest of the league that season were Westbrook, Harden, Kawhi, and LeBron. And in terms of game-to-game impact, these were their game score averages for that season. Westbrook leading the NBA with an average game score of 24.9, with Harden and LeBron just slightly trailing him. But over the last 6 years, the game has changed. A lot. Because here are the game score leaders from this season. 5 players, all topping Westbrook's MVP season. The standard for what we expect from the league's most valuable player has never been higher than it is today. So with the MVP coming down to the wire, how will voters decide who will win the award? Well, on Basketball Reference, there's a page called NBA MVP Award Tracker, which uses a model based on previous voting results to try and predict who will win the MVP in the current season, or at least who has the best odds. And at the moment, the top 5 MVP candidates are James Harden with 3%, Jason Tatum with 3.6%, Giannis with 7.9%, Embiid with 10.6%, and currently sitting at the number 1 spot is Nikola Jokic with a staggering 66.4% probability of winning the award for the 3rd straight season. But Basketball Reference isn't the only source that has Jokic as the heavy favorite to win the MVP this season. Estimated box plus minus is one of the best all-in-one advanced statistics in basketball, an updated version of the traditional plus minus stat, but with far more factors and variables baked into it. And dating back to 2014, when estimated plus minus was...
I just want to say something about Jokic. If he do win MVP again, though, Denver better make it to the finals. That's all I gotta say. Bro, you keep getting MVPs and y'all keep getting out early. Like, come on, man. At some point, Skip, I don't even need him trying to win an NBA championship. I just want to see him in the finals. This is best year, bro. You got 3 straight MVPs. Y'all got the number 1 seed in the West. Y'all should make the finals. Man, if they don't make the finals, Denver is going to get so much criticism, and I'm going to be one of them giving it to them. Oh, man. They better go to the finals if Jokic win MVP again. Now, we won't find that out until, the summertime? I don't think, because NBA, they do the award after the finals. I don't like it. I like when they did it like right after the season was over. But that's how they do it. I think Giannis should get it. That's just me. I have nothing wrong against Jokic. I'm just saying, like, dude, 3 straight MVPs, that's a rarity. Now, you always see people get back-to-backs. But 3-peat MVP? The NBA is basically telling everybody you're the best player in the league. That's what they're saying. And, dude, you can't touch the finals? That's just me. I think Jokic, in my opinion, I think Jokic is the best center in the league, though. That's what I'm saying. I don't have nothing against Jokic. But, like, come on. At some point, winning have to matter. Yes, Denver got the 1 seed, but, like, bro, if you, in my opinion, if you want to be, like, a top 5, top 3, best player in the world, you have to have a ring. That's just me. Now, for him going to the finals, for me putting him in top 5, or even considering being top 5, just go to the finals, bro. That's all I'm asking for him. Just go to the finals. Then I'll get off of him. I'll stop being on his head. Like, if Jokic goes to the finals, okay, cool. You that dog, you that man. I give you your respect. But, bro, I understand other years you was without Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. I understand that, but, like, bro, nobody looks at that. Any other superstar, they don't care if your player's hurt, they gonna criticize you. Like, for example, great example, LeBron. LeBron went to the finals with rarely any stars. I remember back in 2015, I think. Yeah, 2015, he didn't have Kyrie or Kevin Love, and he lost to Golden State in 6. They still count that against him. They still use that against him. So it really don't matter what you do, bro. They still gonna look at you as losing. And I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying that's how people look at it. Because that's the excuse people gonna use against when all his players was hurt. Sorry, I can't do nothing with that. He still got to win to me. Hey, I understand criticism, but I'm saying at some point, winning, if you're going to be considered the best player in the world, winning at some point have to matter. It have to. I'm not going to call you the best player in the world and you don't got nothing. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. I just can't. Now, I don't think Jokic is the best player in the world. I'm just saying, if people is actually calling him that, and basically if he win MVP again, that's what the NBA is saying basically to all the fans and the media. Like, you have to win a championship then. I don't think he's the best player in the world. That's what I'm saying. I'm just asking him to go to the finals. But I'm just saying, just the view and everything, 3 MVPs, dude, you have to go to the finals and win. And people's considering you the best player in the world, you have to win.
First introduced, the league leader in EPM has gone on to win the MVP 6 of the last 9 seasons. And among all players, the league leaders in estimated plus-minus this season are Jokic, Embiid, Lillard, Butler, and Durant. Once again, Jokic having a slight edge over Embiid and a considerable lead above Giannis. But possibly the most revealing metric of all comes from 538 and their Raptor War stat. Introduced to the world in 2019, this predictive model is about as convoluted and elaborate as one can possibly get. I mean, at this point, we're about one step away from a course in advanced mathematics. But to find the purpose of this statistic, look no further than its name. Robust algorithm using player tracking and on-off ratings with wins above replacement. Or a very fancy way of saying we used every metric under the sun to reveal how valuable a player is relative to everyone else. It's complicated, but it's good. And in terms of Raptor War, here are the top 100 most valuable players in the league. Towards the bottom, you have players like Jose Alvarado, TJ McConnell, and Tyrese Maxey with Raptor Wars around 3. Climb up the charts, and the first player to crack the top 50 is Lou Dort, followed by Austin Reeves and Zach LaVine, all around a score of about 5. Keep climbing and you'll find the best players in the entire league. Giannis with a score of 9, SGA with a score of 9.2, Jimmy Butler with 9.3, and Dame, Embiid, and Luka as the only players to crack a double-digit Raptor War with scores of 11, 12.2, and 12.3 respectively. Well, actually, Jokic also has a score in the double digits. In fact, Nikola Jokic has a mark so high, it looks like a typo. So with all the numbers and odds unanimously pointing at Jokic to win this year's MVP, at this point, this should be all wrapped up. But it's not. In the most recent MVP...
Now, I'll say, like, on impact, though, I will say Jokic out of Giannis and Embiid, he impacted the Nuggets the most, because I think it's probably Jokic or Embiid, because I'll say the Bucks will be good without Giannis. But I'm just saying, I think Giannis the MVP because I just think he's playing better than Jokic and Embiid. That's just me. And they got the best record in the NBA. That's me, though. But Jokic, oh no, without Jokic, Denver would not be as good as they are. I totally agree with that. Well, if you think that. But yeah, Denver would not be as good as they are without Jokic. Like, I don't think that not one bit. Philly, without Embiid, I don't think, I don't know. Well, Harden, Maxey, Tobias, I think they will be all right. I think they'll be all right. I don't think they'll be as good as they are now, but I still think they probably could get like a 7th or 8th seed, though, in the East. But in the West, Jokic, no way. I don't know if Denver will even make the playoffs. They probably make the play-in, but playoffs, nah. Nah, I don't think so.
Ladder released by the NBA themselves. The number 1 spot is actually held by Joel Embiid, followed by Jokic in second. Our friends over at DraftKings have Embiid as the favorite at the moment as well, with a sizable lead over both Jokic and Giannis. But this wasn't the case just a couple weeks ago. For what felt like virtually the entire season, Nikola Jokic was leading the charge for this year's regular season MVP. The Nuggets
I said that earlier.
had the best record in the NBA. Jokic's game-changing dominance was as strong as ever, and for the last 3 months, it felt like his third MVP was all but inevitable.
Yeah, I thought he had it.
And then it happened.
So I didn't know if I wanted to wait to bring this conversation on No Mercy, or was it appropriate for First Take? And I'm here, so it's appropriate for First Take. So let me get us in outside of our comfort zone a little bit when we talk about the MVP conversation. When it comes down to guys winning MVP since 1990, it's only 3 guys that won the MVP that wasn't top 10 in scoring. Do you know who those 3 guys were?
Who were they?
Steve Nash, Jokic, and Dirk Nowitzki. What do those guys have in common? I'll let it sit there and marinate. You think about it.
Should Embiid be the MVP frontrunner?
Okay, well, don't come giving me this stuff about a triple-double. I don't want to hear that. Early in the season, about 25 to 30 games into the season, he was actually around 9.5, 9.8. And then all of a sudden, he started searching for them assists.
Okay, now I'm going to say this about Kendrick Perkins. Now, I don't agree with nothing he said, honestly. Now the MVP, the race stuff and all that, I'm not even going to go into that, honestly. But if you're going to use that, Jokic is a horrible example. But my thing is with Jokic, though. Like I said, if he win MVP, I'm not going to be mad if he win MVP. I totally understand. I just want him to go to the finals. Or at least win something. That's, I just want him to do good in the playoffs. If we're going to talk about he the best player in the world. That's all I'm asking for him. But all it is, dude, he talking about not top 10 in the league in scoring, bro. Especially now, Jokic is averaging 25, bro. Ain't like Jokic is averaging 12. He averaging 25. Come on, man. In that, man, I'm not even going to be mad if Jokic win MVP. It's understandable. Dude is averaging triple-double. Denver got the best record in the West. And like I said earlier in the video, I think he has the best impact on his team. But when Kendrick Perkins talking about all the stat padding, I honestly think all that stat padding stuff is just dumb when people say that. When people say that with Russell Westbrook, if you know you're gonna be the NBA all-time leading triple-double maker and all that, you wouldn't every game try to get triple-doubles? I would. Come on, we gonna stop acting like you ain't gonna go for nothing. Come on. LeBron, they he's stat padded. If you know you're gonna be the NBA all-time leading scorer too, yeah. Oh yeah, at the end of the game, we about to win or lose. I'm about to jack up these extra shots to add more points and all that. I'm gonna try to score 40 every game I play, trying to get that all-time leading score as fast as possible. Come on. There's no probable players doing that. Anybody would do that. There's nothing wrong going for stats. There's nothing wrong with that. For example, Jokic, I think he probably be the first center in NBA history average a triple-double for real. Yeah, I'm about to get these dimes too. I'm going to tell my teammates, y'all better make these shots. Come on. We're going to stop acting like it's something wrong with stat padding. There's nothing wrong with stat padding. And the thing is, most of the time when players do try to stat pad, their teams are winning. They're winning. Russell Westbrook, when he did his triple-double, people talking he's stat padding. OKC wasn't going to go to the playoffs if he didn't get them triple-doubles. Denver, Jokic. Jokic is a great passer anyway, and Denver got depth. They got KCP starting, Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter. They got a squad over there. So he going to get 10 assists automatically, and all of them can shoot, basically. Man, this stuff, I'm sorry if I'm venting a little bit, but that just get on my nerves. Come on, that's just the human nature. If you want something, of course you're going to do more to get it.
To get it up above 10. So don't come giving me nothing about a triple-double.
Right.
Don't come up here telling me about
what? My God. Are you sitting here and saying Nikola Jokic is having his numbers padded? Is that what you're saying?
You heard what I said.
Stephen, I mean no offense to you, and I mean no offense to First Take, because I think this show is extremely valuable. It is an honor to be on this desk every day. It really is. But what we've just witnessed is the problem with this show, where we create narratives that do not exist in reality. The implication, what you are implying, that the white voters that vote on NBA are racist, that they favor white people. You just said that. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. That is exactly what you implied, Kendrick Perkins. That is exactly what you implied. Secondly, hold on.
I did not call. I stated the facts. And you're not about to sit up.
We all know what you implied the other day.
Now, like I said, with that situation, I'm not going to talk about it really. That's opinion-based in my opinion. But my thing is with that, I think Jokic lost the race. I think when they started losing, especially he started sitting down, I think that's when he lost it. That's my opinion, when he started losing it. All that other stuff, y'all could talk about that in the comments. Honestly, I ain't even going to get into that. It's just opinion-based. But come on. Kendrick Perkins, a stat pattern, like, I think all that's dumb now. All that's dumb to me.
We all know what you implied just now. Hold on.
I stated
one at a time.
It's the facts.
One at a time.
It's the facts. It's the facts.
In one of the most egregious cases of media bias I've ever seen, Kendrick Perkins goes on national television and completely sabotages Nikola Jokic's potential MVP run with false propaganda. Immediately following these statements, the conversation regarding the most valuable player in the league became diluted with narratives that had nothing to do with basketball. And for the first time all season, the following NBA MVP ladder featured Joel Embiid with the top spot. The sole catalyst leading to this monumental shift on the leaderboard being Perkins' statements. So how does a...
Okay, now I don't think Perkins was the catalyst for that though. Now I don't agree with Jimmy for that. I don't agree with it not one bit with that. Like I said, I think Jokic lost it when he started resting and they started losing. And also, I'll say a little bit that goes into it. Like, they're like, well, we can't give Giannis it because voter fatigue. We can't give Jokic it. Embiid never got one, so let's just hand it to him. No, it don't work like that. If you're not the best player in the league or most valuable, you shouldn't get that award. But I don't think Kendrick Perkins, oh yeah, he said that racial bias, Jokic. Oh no, let's put him down in the ladder. I don't think that was that. Come on, Kendrick Perkins' comments did all of that to the MVP race. Come on. Yeah, I don't think his comments did any of that. Yeah, I disagree with Jimmy with that.
Players start the season leading the MVP race, finish the season playing even better, have every metric in the game in their favor, and still get overtaken in the MVP race. Well, if this entire saga has taught us anything, it's that narratives mean just as much as actual merit in the NBA, which we already knew as fans of the game. But to see it unfold right in front of our faces, to watch an entire season get boiled down to false narratives that skew voter thinking, is actually insane. Value is subjective. Some people value two-way dominance and holding down the best record in the NBA. Some people value...
I'm one of them people.
offensive mastery and an unstoppable skill set. Others value record-breaking efficiency and unshakable consistency. 3 generational players, 3 all-time great seasons, 1 MVP trophy. The 2023 NBA MVP race is the most difficult, most loaded, and weirdest MVP race we have ever seen.
But yeah, like I said with the video, I don't think Kendrick Perkins' comments did that much to the MVP race. I just think what Jokic and the Nuggets did to themselves, I think that's what did it. Jokic started resting, Nuggets started losing. I think that's what did it. And like what Jimmy said, like, I'm one of them people. Giannis, great player, averaging 30, averaging with 12, 13 rebounds, two-way player, got the best record in the NBA. To me, that's the MVP. That's me. That's me in my opinion. So drop down in the comments y'all thoughts about this video, Kendrick Perkins' comments about everything, Jimmy thoughts about the MVP race. I'm just curious to see what everybody thinks, and I hope everyone have a blessed day. I'm out.